Interesting. Two Dutch league at Ajax. Two Dutch league. Like we know any decent manager can win two Dutch leagues at Ajax. They're just two teams in the Dutch league, PSV Eindhoven and Ajax. And any decent manager worth his salt can win the Dutch league. And yet, people will actually give Ten Hag more respect than Arteta because Arteta was once Pep's assistant. Very, very, very convenient. Arteta won the FA Cup in the beginning of his managerial career as the head coach. Won the FA Cup, defeating Man City and Chelsea. You won't compare that to winning the Dutch league at Ajax. It's the league, right? Fair play. But how come we don't respect Pochettino that won the French league? Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to take a like on the video, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. No ghost watching. Doesn't take more than 1.5 seconds to just stick a like on the channel. Then if you enjoy the content, subscribe and support the channel and turn on the notification bell so when I drop the videos, you can actually enjoy it. We're back again. Cristiano Ronaldo and Ten Hag, or should we call him Nine Hag? So I find it very suspicious, and I find it very convenient that the mainstream media are trying to soft pedal when it comes to Ten Hag. He was supposed to be this borderline world-class manager, a disciplinarian, a man that is stern, that will bring discipline. You'll bring good football back to Man U. Fantastic, right? The man that won two Dutch league at Ajax. Interesting. Two Dutch league at Ajax. Two Dutch league. Like we know any decent manager can win two Dutch leagues at Ajax. They're just two teams in the Dutch league, PSV Eindhoven and Ajax. And any decent manager worth his salt can win the Dutch league. And yet, people will actually give Ten Hag more respect than Arteta because Arteta was once Pep's assistant. Very, very, very convenient. Arteta won the FA Cup in the beginning of his managerial career as the head coach. Won the FA Cup, defeating Man City and Chelsea. You won't compare that to winning the Dutch league at Ajax. It's the league, right? Fair play. But how come we don't respect Pochettino that won the French league? Or respect Ten Hag that won the Dutch league? Very interesting. So let's go back to the main point. It was supposed to be the disciplinarian, yet Cristiano Ronaldo seemed to be taking a piece. He played 45 minutes, and him and Diego Dalot stormed off. And while the second half of the match against Real Vallecano was going on, Ronaldo and Dele were heading home. There were stories that came out on Sunday that they were rushing them to avoid traffic, while their teammates and the rest of the squad were still playing the match. They were heading on to avoid traffic. Very interesting. Let's not forget, earlier this year, when Mikel Arteta decided to stamp the authority and strip Pierre Aubameyang of his captain for acts of insubordination and disrespect, what did the media say? Oh, he can't handle experienced players. Oh, he's an inexperienced coach. He's a novice. He should have managed the situation properly. Arteta should have managed the situation. That was the rhetoric. That was the narrative that the mainstream media, the content creators, the Arteta out-brigaders ran with the narrative. Arteta couldn't handle experienced players that can make the difference. He was a novice. Shout to the club, shout to the Kroenkes and Edu by sticking by Arteta's decision. And I stuck by it because no player should be bigger than the club. No player, I don't care how many goals you score. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how legendary your status might be. You are not bigger than the club. Our revered and honored disciplinarian Ten Hag is being bullied, spat on, pissed on by Cristiano Ronaldo. We know earlier today made a statement to the Dutch TV saying what Ronaldo and Dilo did was unacceptable. Wow, interesting. So when it came to Ten Hag, the media found a way to spin it. And I know Ronaldo is wrong, and nobody should actually support Ronaldo, in my opinion. He's taking a piss. He's disrespecting himself and the club. But nobody wants to call out Ten Hag for being soft, for not handling the situation appropriately as the manager. Because when it was Arteta, they had the energy to scold, to cast different kinds of aspersions that he wasn't strong enough, he wasn't experienced enough. But yet, Ten Hag is being disrespected, disregarded, and the media is being mellow with their use of words. They are being kind to him, being generous, being magnanimous to Ten Hag. Guys, like I always said, there's always a narrative by the mainstream media. Use your logic, use your brain. Analyze things logically. Understand that sometimes you are being brainwashed deliberately. Think for yourself. I know most of you revere and respect certain channels and content creators, but you have a mind of your own to look at whatever they are saying with logic and with perspective and with context. Like I said, Arteta won the FA Cup, beating Man City and Chelsea. Ten Hag, that has been revered above Arteta, won 2 leagues in the Dutch league. Key thing, the Dutch league. We all know the Dutch league is being run by just 2 teams, PSV Eindhoven and Ajax. He won the Dutch league with Ajax, right? Like, I'm willing to say the Dutch league is not as competitive as the championship. I'm going to say so. Just because he's been hired and employed by Manchester United does not make him a fantastic doesn't make him a world-class manager. Let's stop this nonsense. This narrative of raising people above their pay grade. Absolute bullshit. Absolute bollocks. I respect him. I think he's a good coach, but he's not world-class. He has not earned that title. He's not a fantastic coach yet. He's a decent manager. And I do not see the reason why people will give him more respect than Arteta, who is proving his mettle, who came and overseeing a rebuilding process at Arsenal. At his first gig, this is his first managerial job, and he's doing a very fantastic job, whether you like him or not. Do not forget to like the video, turn the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the review tomorrow. Crystal Palace against Arsenal. Ciao.